Hey guys, you know how there's tanks in the game that a lot of people don't like to play because they got such weaknesses involved with them? Well, maybe you want to play the tanks, but you just don't know how to get around that. That's what this video is all about. Hey guys, Mr.BeetleBum here, and today I got a great video for you. This is about learning how to use your weaknesses and your strengths to your advantage. In other words, you got to know your strengths and know your weaknesses. And this is a perfect game or a perfect match to show you what I'm talking about here. This, first of all, this is my 777 version 2, a Russian Tier 9 heavy tank. It was a reward tank from Frontlines and Steel Hunter, if you haven't got your tanks for that, of course. And, sorry, I'm dealing with a cut tongue. That's why I'm talking a little funny today. But anyways, this tank was actually one of the ones that was the least picked. And I personally absolutely love this because it's really good. It's got some trollish armor for side scraping, and it's got a very strong turret as well. So what you saw at the top on purpose, I didn't just go directly into town. I went back, as you saw, and that's because I'm not high tier. This is a tier 10 battle. I'm in tier 9. And I don't want to give them some easy free shots. So right here, we're going up against a mouse and a 703. Boom. Right there, man. We got 390 blocked damage right off the top. Now, both these tanks are aware of me. And what I wanted to talk about in this as well is that one of the things I just love to do is I love to basically know my role. And what I really enjoy is the role of the pest, the agitator, the one that's going to get these guys, constantly focused on me. Right now, look at this. Right now, I got a mouse and an IS-32. Both of them on me, and now as well, there's a T-54 that's joined in. Now I have 3 tanks that are all focusing on me. And meanwhile, none of them are doing any damage because I'm just sitting there popping off the top. And I know my weakness, I know my strengths. My strengths are side scraping and the turret armor. So what am I doing? I've put myself in a location where basically I can't take a lot of damage. I am going to take some damage here though. And plus I can get a bunch of tanks just to focus on me. And the reason why I want to do that is because if 2 or 3 tanks are focused on me, there's only 15 tanks in the match on each team, right? So, excuse me. So again, if 3 of them are focused on me, or even 2, then that's an advantage for us because that means someone on my team is outnumbering one of their tanks. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a heavy, you want to do this. You want to be able to take care of it, and so that your team can do work around you. And look what's going on. It's the proof's in the pudding. The 703 is dead. The mouse is backed off. I mean, these guys did I blocked over 2,000 damage by these guys, and I didn't get a single bit of anything against me. That's what I'm talking about here, guys. That's how you use your experience in knowing what your weaknesses and strengths are to your advantage. I found a spot where I could hold down, just take the shots on either the turret or the sides, and it basically made more than one tank, focus on me. Now we got a 705 over here. He's hanging back. The T95 is going to go in here and try to get some stuff done. And while this is happening, I just want to say that I can't stress enough how important it is to know your weaknesses and strengths. So many times, people, they get tanks and they get frustrated with them, and they just, you know, I hate it. It's a terrible tank, and you know they don't want to play it anymore. Excuse me. But the reality a lot of times is that they just don't understand what they need to do in it to play well. Now this was a push here, a little bit of a risky move. We got both, you know, I got two tanks on one side, one tank on the other side. Made a push round and I bounced the 705. Like, what a fail, eh? Like, whoopsie. But hey, it happens, man. So what I'm doing here is I'm realizing, okay, let's move around. I'm noticing that there's a couple tanks here that has everyone kind of holding off. So it's like, okay, guys, make room. Here I come. I'm coming through. I know all I gotta do is basically you know, just keep showing my sides and letting these guys shoot it. But right about here, you see how I think this is it. Watch this. This guy wants me really bad. Oh no, he doesn't. He turns around, shoots the air guy, then the mouse. Nothing going on here. Gives some damage to the mouse. Someone else finishes him off. Then I see the T-30. Okay, time to go. I know I'm going to take damage here. But this is basically like trade for trade. And boom, look at that. He's on an angle, which is not good for him. He might have thought that was advantageous, but it's actually not that great. Because when you're on an angle like that, I can shoot the top of your turret. I can shoot all the top is very weak now. You need to be flat, giving it an angle for that armor to be strong. So, yet again, when you know your strengths and weaknesses, it will give you confidence in playing your tanks. Like I was saying before, sometimes you'll find a tank that, you know, a lot of players, actually, this is a good example, a lot of players that try to play this tank over here, you know, they don't like it. And I can understand why. You know, some people bought it, and, you know, I've heard some streamers, you know, freak out about it. You know, it's crap. It's complete crap. Get the phase 1, get the char future, whatever you call it. Future. But, again, it's about knowing the tank. And if you understand, like, oh, hey, man, this is the weak part of it, but yet this is the strong part, and you try to focus your game around the strengths and try to hide the weakness as much as possible. If you can accomplish that, not only is the 777 going to be a good tank for you, but virtually all the tanks within the game. Because all the tanks seem to have issues. Yes, there's the 279E, and there's the chieftain that we all hear about, like, we can't penetrate it. But virtually all tanks have, you know, weaknesses and strengths. And it's all about the guys who are really, really, really good players are the ones who are able to manage both the weaknesses and the strengths. Some players can only play the real good tanks. And the ones that have the, you know, the glaring weaknesses in it, they can't play well. But the real good player are the ones who can even play those really well, because they know that they can manage their weaknesses. They can make it so that it's harder for the enemy to take advantage of the weaknesses. So again, there you go, man. I just wanted to show this video. I didn't want to make it into a long video, but this was a really good example of how you can take a tank that has a bunch of weaknesses on it, but if you just focus on your strengths like we did there, you know, you come out of it where basically you can help push the team, you know, into a win. Were we top damage? No, I don't think we were top damage. I'll put up the final results here in a moment. But it's not about doing damage. Like I said before, my job in this match as a low tier heavy was simply just to get the attention of everyone and try to keep their attention. We held 3 of their attentions. I don't know if that's the proper way to say that. But anyways, we had 3 tanks focused on us for a good portion of time. And that does a lot for the team. Like I said, it frees up the other tanks around me. And the other tanks, well, there's a good chance that they're high tier, right? And they're going to be able to do more damage than I am. So if I'm a freak, you know, with the bouncing, 2600, 26 and a half, 100 bounced, you know, you got to love that. Especially when you're bouncing a mouse over and over and over. You know that guy in the mouse is like, what the fuck? Freaking out or whatever. And As you can see, that adds another little bit of a smile to my face. I love doing that. I love the role of the agitator. But anyways, this is a really good tank. It's real fun. Go out there and try it, and most importantly, have fun playing the game. As I've been discovering lately, you just have to create ways to have fun. You got to try to keep your mind off of what other people are doing and more just focused on how can I have fun. And that's what I'm going through right now, in all honesty. And this is one of the ways that I can do it, by simply jumping in a tank and trying to freak people out. Like, oh my God, what the hell's with this tank? Because I guarantee you, the guys who are shooting at me and not getting any damage, not getting pens, are probably going to go look up this tank now, if they don't know about it. Anyways, guys, that's it, man. I hope you have yourself a great day and a great week. Enjoy this awesome game that we got. Until next time. Oh, and if you like it, thumbs up. If you don't, and set up notifications on the YouTube channel so you know when my videos are coming out, so you can check them out. But now I will say, until the next time, guys, I'm Mr. BeetleBum. I'm out.